Hey guys, this is Ben the Spider-Man Fan Media here, and today I'm going to be doing a movie review of the Spider-Man movie from 2002, and it is the first Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie, and the first Columbia Pictures Spider-Man movie. So, it stars, Tobey Maguire, Willem Dafoe, Kristen Dunst, James Franco, Cliff Robertson, and Rosemary Harris. So the plot is, on a school trip, high school senior Peter Parker visits a Columbia University genetics laboratory with his friend Harry Osborn and his crush Mary Jane Watson. There, a genetically engineered super spider bites him, and he falls ill after returning home. Meanwhile, Harry's scientist father, Norman Osborn, founder of Oscorp, tries to secure an important military contract. He experiments on himself with the unstable performance enhancing chemical and goes insane, killing his assistant. The next day, Peter finds he is no longer nearsighted and he has developed spider-like abilities. He can shoot webs out of his wrists and has quick reflexes, superhuman speed and strength, and a, a high-tended ability to sense danger, pushing off his Uncle Ben's advice. With great power comes great responsibility. Peter considers impressing Mary Jane with the car. He enters an underground wrestling tournament to win the money for it and wins his first match, but the promoter cheats him with his earnings. With a thief robs the promoter's office, Peter allows him to escape in retaliation. Moments later, he discovers Ben was carjacked and killed. Peter pursues the carjacker only to realize it was the thief he let escape. The carjacker flees but dies after falling out of a window. Meanwhile, a crazy Norman interrupts a military experiment by Oscorp's corporate rival Quest Aerospace and kills several people. Upon graduating, Peter begins using his abilities to fight justice, donning a spandex costume and the persona of Spider-Man. J. Jonah Jameson, publisher of the Daily Bugle newspaper, hires Peter as a freelance photographer. Since he is only the person providing clear images of Spider-Man, Norman, upon learning Oscorp's board plans to force him in order to sell the company to Quest, assassinates them. Jameson dubs the mysterious killer the Green Goblin. The Goblin offers Spider-Man a place at his hide, but Peter refuses. They fight, and Peter is wounded. At a Thanksgiving dinner, Peter's Aunt May invites Mary Jane, Harry, and Norman during the dinner. Norman sees the wound and realizes Peter's identity, thinking the only way to defeat Parker is to attack those special to him. Norman later attacks May, forcing her to be hospitalized. Harry, who is dating Mary Jane, sees her holding Peter's hand to comfort him and presumes she has feelings for him. Devastated, Harry tells her father that Peter loves Mary Jane. Unknowingly, Spider-Man's biggest weakness, Norman holds Mary Jane and a Roosevelt Island tram car of children hostage alongside the Queensboro Bridge. He forces Peter to choose what he wants and to save and drops them both. Peter saves both Mary Jane and the tram car. Norman then throws him into an abandoned building, brutally beats them. When Peter overpowers him, Norman reveals himself to Peter and begs for forgiveness while subtly getting his glider ready to impale Peter from behind. Warned his spider sense, Peter dodges the attack and the glider impales Norman instead. Norman tells Peter not to reveal his identity as the Goblin to Harry before dying. Peter takes Norman's bodies back to the Osborn house, where Harry arrives and, believing Spider-Man to have killed his father, pulls a gun, but he escapes. At Norman's funeral, Harry swears vengeance towards Spider-Man, whom he deems responsible for his father's death. Mary Jane confesses to Peter she is in love with him. Peter, however, feels that he must protect her from what unwanted attention of his enemies, so he hides his true feelings and tells Mary Jane that they can only be friends. As Peter leaves, he recalls Ben's words and accepts his new responsibility as Spider-Man. So, what do I think of the movie? It's a great movie, by the way, and I have the film on VHS, and I do have the widescreen DVD and the full screen DVD. I even watched the film on FX, and I also watched the film on Amazon Prime. So the film is great, and I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. So that's all for this video. Like and subscribe, and this is me signing out.